Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome to Global Happenings. Today we have a trending news here for you, and the headline of the news reads, Aisha support Amotekun says is a step towards restructuring. But before we continue with details of the news and further analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube. Alright, let's look at the news in detail. Human rights activist Aisha Yusufu seemed to have welcomed the creation of Operation Amotekun, the operation which is aimed at complementing the security apparatus in fighting insecurity issues in the southwest region, was launched in Ibadan, Oyo State last week. Yusufu, who is a staunch critic of President Muhammadu Buhari, said the region have started restructuring gradually after clamoring from different quarters. In her words, she said, instead of clamoring for restructuring that is not being heeded, different regions should start to work informally on that. At the end, the center will be forced to see sense, she tweeted. And one Jenny Okafor said, kudos to Southwest governors for Amotekun, it's long overdue. This simply says that we don't and can't trust Buhari with our security anymore. As for bloodletting threats by Arewa boys, shame on you. Show me one child of your leaders in your membership and I'll take you seriously. And then Aisha Yusufu responded, instead of clamoring for restructuring that is not being heeded different regions should start to work informally on that. At the end, the center will be forced to have sense. She went further to say, please, I need handles of the Major General on Twitter. The Buharists, I can't remember most of them. I want to tag them to help their colleague at EM_D, that's DEE. They should learn to stand by each other because at the end of the day, that's all they have got, each other. She also lambasted Kaduna Governor Nasser El-Rufai for not attending to security issues, but evening the state in recent weeks. And in her words, she said, Governor Nasser El-Rufai, if you cannot protect the citizens from kidnappers, then you should start paying ransom. Citizens have been impoverished by government policies announced by kidnappers. At EM_D deserve protection by government and rescue of his family members. Those were the words of Aisha Yusufu, who is a staunch critic of Buhari. If you go through most of her tweets, she does not speak Buhari at all because for her, he has not done anything reasonable to get any commendation from her. All right, so we're going to look at some of the responses of some Nigerian toward her tweet. And before we go into further analysis, this one said, one thing the South and West do not know is the North did not want them to be strong, to have strong security, because the North dominate the security of the country. So they will do whatever it takes to crush any security outlet. Another one here said, if government fails to protect citizens, then citizens should protect themselves. Nobody has monopoly of violence. Another one say here, a blessing in disguise as informal restructuring has started. A thumb up for the 6 wise Southwest governors, Southeast/South-South. What are you waiting for? The Middle Belt region should come up with theirs too. And this one says here, yes, we can't continue to have a security outfit that are dominated by people from mostly the same region and religion, and most importantly, biased in discharge of their duties to the citizen. All right, that's the much we can take. And down, let's look at this issue critically. My colleague is here with me. She's going to start this up. And hearing what this lady is saying, Yesufu is saying about Amotekun being a gradual process of realizing the long-awaited restructuring. What do you have to say about this?
She's saying nothing but the truth. You know, the challenge you have in Nigeria is when you want to go formal, there's so many things blocking your way. Well, if you can, like what they have just done, by default, created Amotekun. Now, so many, the other time I read, where one of these northern youths gave a deadline that on the 20th of January, if they don't, shut down Amotekun, that there will be issues to contend with. They may likely, fight and all that and disrupt a lot of things. No one have given them ears because they've not said anything within the context of a Nigerian constitution. Even the presidency have not reacted to such strong negative hate speech. I would have expected Lai Mohammed to quickly come now and correct such statement coming from those northern youth, but nothing has been said. But yes, if you ask me, Yesufu is saying the truth the way it is. If they have decided to come directly, let's restructure, you're saying no. By the time every region have their local police, before you know it, every region will begin to have that. Already, don't forget that now the Makinde actually, Sheyi Makinde was the one that started this in a stylish manner by putting on a bill, anti-grazing bill. Every other state were a bit scared of doing it, apart from Benue State. This guy did it, and if you watch military are contending with it in law court, but already it has been passed into law via the national, their state assembly, and I don't think Ibadan people or your people want to reverse that. Yes, if you ask me, Yesufu is right. If we continue with this, every region have their own local police, and every other thing that you've been trying to tell the capital to do and they refuse, within the constitution of federalism, our constitution encouraging federalism and restructuring, bit by bit, put it. Is it within our constitution? Yes, do it. If it's within our constitution, do it. And if they try to use the law to fight it, they'll find out that by virtue of constitution, they can't do it. And so if you ask me, that's a nice one. But the question is, now that the Southwestern have done it, will Southeast have the balls and every other region have the balls to do it? It's not like they can't. I know that Southeast have always, in fact, BSS has always been a Southeast thing. But the question is, it has always been a case of leadership issue. But if others can do that, that is stylish way of restructuring. It has begun already, but informally.
All right, thank you very much. One of the things I've noticed about this Amotekun is the fact that they are not in support of it, but unfortunately they can't even stop it. But I know that it's not going to really meet up with the security needs of the Southwest. Someone said is tokenism, that is just a token of what they're going to do will be just a token, but the real deal is still there. But let's look a little bit far from that. Why I'm saying that it may not really meet up with the security needs of the Southwest is the fact that even the police officers, they seem to be right now looking at them with all amount of attention, such that they said if they even catch them with any gun, just to show you that, man, this thing is not supported. But unfortunately, how you guys just went around it and got it started, and the president said we shouldn't do anything about it, we are really surprised. But if we are setting a trap for you people. If you did fall into that trap, we'll deal with you. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about right now. I'm looking at the first step towards restructuring right now, because for me, this is the first step towards restructuring. And I know that a lot of people will be queuing behind them to see how this can be done in different other areas without the hindrance from the presidency. They've started it, and I believe that with this step that they have taken, and that other people southeast will queue up behind them, south will queue up behind them. But the problem I have concerning this issue is the fact that let it not culminate into something that the presidency, or culminate into something that will tear down the present day government. Don't forget, there have been a lot of comments from different quarters. Even the prophets have said that they are seeing this Amotekun turn out to become inimical. The activity is going to be inimical to the growth of the Southwest. So there are a lot of fears here and there, but all the same, this is the right step in the right direction. Just like Yusufu had rightly said, this is towards restructuring, and we believe that other things will be coming up like this, and before we know, it will be a full-fledged true federalism that we will be seeing soonest. Well, that's where we are going to leave it. Go to our comment section. What do you think about the statement made by Yusufu? That's Aisha Yusufu. Do you think that